Hey guys, we just got done riding BMW's 2020 S1000XR. This is an overhauled leader-sized adventure sport bike from the Motorrad company. Now BMW came out with this motorcycle, I think in 2016. The whole idea behind it was to have a comfortable, upright motorcycle that you can really haul butt on and get to where you need to go very quickly. The S1000XR has always been based on the S1000RR's 999cc inline-four. This is one of the fastest, most powerful inline-four engines ever made. And for 2020, the S1000XR inherits all of the mechanical and electronic upgrades that the 2020 S1000RR superbike was endowed with. So let's get to it. Starting with the powertrain. This thing's powered by a 1000cc inline-four liquid cooled. BMW totally revamped the engine, and this thing is still a monster. It makes a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque. It sounds very unique. BMW's inline-four, it's got this cool, like guttural, industrial tone to it. Not a lot of inline-fours sound like this thing. When you're giving it gas and you're giving it a lot of throttle, this thing accelerates very well. Compared to the S1000RR, this bike actually has a taller fourth, fifth, and sixth gear. And that's a really welcome change. The old S1000XR, all S1000RRs have always had really short gearing. That's one of the ways that the motorcycle accelerates so quickly, you know, in addition to the fact that it has 190 rear wheel horsepower. But the taller gearing in fourth, fifth, and sixth, it just allows the motorcycle to be more apt when you're cruising. RPM's a little lower, the engine buzzes a little bit less, and all in all, it's just a smoother application. Of course, this motorcycle is fitted with one of my favorite options, Gear Assist Shift Pro. It's BMW's wording for an electronic quick shifter, and it works on the upshifting and downshifting, so you don't have to use the clutch. And that just makes for more stability when you're entering the turn at lean. You can grab downshifts, you don't have to worry about that little minute second of instability from using the clutch. And all in all, it's a great feature. I like it a lot. The shift pattern could be a little bit faster, but to be fair, our motorcycle has not achieved the first 600 mile service. So maximum power is still restricted. I think the shift map is still altered a little bit. Once we achieve 600 miles, we bring it to our dealer, our BMW Motorrad dealer. They unlock it, they change the oil, they do a quick little once over on it, and you're good to go. Chassis on this motorcycle. This motorcycle, BMW really shed weight off the chassis of the motorcycle. They overhauled the frame, the swing arm. The swing arm's new now. It now incorporates a linkage almost on the bottom of the swing arm. It's really neat. And you'll be hard pressed to find a 500-pound motorcycle that handles as well as this thing. We were riding on very tight and technical corners, but this S1000XR ate it up. The ESA suspension, the electronic suspension, BMW's made great strides in that department. I was never a big, dynamic damping control suspension fan on BMW's old models, but the DDC ESA setup on this motorcycle, it works great. There's a big difference between road and dynamic mode. Road mode gives a little bit more springy feeling, a little bit faster action of the suspension, but when you want to firm things up to really have that well-dampened ride when you're going through corners and you don't want the bike to pogo or do anything crazy, you put it in dynamic mode. Big change. The OE Metzler Roadtech 01 tires, I love these tires. We've been riding a lot of motorcycles with Metzler tires lately, and these tires work really good. They heat up fast, they have lots of grip, they feel good, the profile's nice. The tires really complement the handling dynamic of this BMW. Ergonomics of this motorcycle. The handlebar's got a lot of rearward sweep. The seat's got a wonderful dish where it just cups your posterior perfectly. It's a very, very comfortable motorcycle to log miles on. This bike is equipped with the touring package, which adds these plastic handguards, which do a good job of keeping your mitts warm when the weather's a little bit chilly. It's got a nice rear rack on the back of it, so you could tie some luggage to it. Of course, this motorcycle is also compatible with BMW's hard luggage system. We don't have that yet, but if I was gonna make this bike mine, I would absolutely buy the optional hard luggage. It just allows you to make this bike a really functional touring bike. What else? The brakes on this motorcycle. The brakes on this motorcycle, it took me a while to really understand how good the braking system is on this bike. Triple disc hydraulic brakes. The power and the feel is very sharp without being overly so. The brake pad material is a little bit softer, but when you get on these brakes, they stop the motorcycle extremely quickly. I love the twin piston rear caliper on the back brake. It gives the back brake a lot of bite. In fact, I haven't really ridden a street bike that has a back brake that's this powerful in a while than this S1000 XR. If you're a guy who likes working the back brake a lot, you will like this bike very much. The ABS system and the ABS calibration, when I was riding this bike, I would purposely, hit dirt, hit grass, grab the front brake, see what happened. And I couldn't believe how well calibrated the front ABS system on this bike. It actually does a great job of stopping the motorcycle with minimal lever pulse. It's such a smooth experience that you feel the ABS working, but you almost kind of don't feel it. It's a very well engineered system. In the past, the ABS systems were a little bit more rudimentary, but nowadays the systems they fit on these 2020 S1000 XRs, they're top notch. There's no reason why you'd ever not want to have ABS. It's that good. And when you're riding in a precarious situation, that difference will help you slow down the motorcycle and help you stay safe without having to worry about, front wheel or back wheel instability. This BMW is equipped with all the bells and whistles. We have heated grips, traction control, cruise control. The heated grips, cruise control, and the Gear Assist Shift Pro is part of the dynamic package. That is a package I would absolutely purchase on this motorcycle. It's right around $1,000. But all the bells and whistles. Traction control is standard on the S1000 XR. We were riding mainly in the Dynamic Pro mode. Dynamic Pro mode allows you to adjust traction control, wheelie control, ABS, engine brake control. It lets you adjust all of these features independently of one another. Keeping tabs on everything is a 6.5-inch color TFT dash display. This is the same dash display BMW's been using for the last couple years on its R1250 GSA, R1250, S1000 RR. Basically the whole new modern lineup except for the 310s get this instrument face. And the fonts are awesome. It's super crisp. It's relatively easy to use once you learn how to manipulate it. Yes, of course, you can't use touchscreen, which is a little bit of a bummer, but BMW's signature multi-wheel control, which is located on the left clip-on, that allows you to set up the features. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. Overall, I really like this 2020 S1000 XR. If you're an older sport bike rider who wants to haul ass and experience a motorcycle that's very adept at carving corners, yet has a very high degree of comfort, this S1000 XR is gonna be for you. Yeah, the engine vibes a little bit. Yeah, you can't really ride it off-road. You can ride any bike off-road, but the 17-inch wheel setup in this motorcycle and the suspension dynamic, this is a road bike. You can blast down fire roads. You're not gonna really be tackling any gnarly off-road obstacles on this thing. But if you want a bike that you can just haul ass on the street, get to where you wanna go extremely quickly and comfortably with all the bells and whistles, excellent power, excellent handling, excellent ABS equipped brakes, I would highly recommend this 2020 S1000 XR. All right, guys, that's a wrap from the 2020 S1000 XR BMW First Ride review. Please check out the MC Commute review we've done here on motorcyclistonline.com. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know if you like this video or if I should slow down my talking so it's more easily able to be digested by you guys. There's a lot to talk about in these bikes, so we're rifling off things fast. Pay attention.